Rock Fitness. Today we'll be doing day 2 of your yoga workout series. So keep in mind for yoga that you want to make sure you have an open and wide space to work on your practice, as well as a mat if you'd like to use that. And other than that, let's get started. So beginning with your feet about hip distance apart, and then inhaling your biceps up by your ears, coming into standing mountain, elongating through your spine, making sure your gaze is up towards your fingertips, lowering your shoulders, dropping them down and away from your ears, making sure your body is relaxed. And then as you exhale, reaching down for your mat as you come into forward fold. Working on sinking a little bit deeper with every exhale, keeping soft bends into your knees. Now at this time, bending at your left knee as you inhale your right arm up overhead, stacking your shoulders, coming into helicopter, and gazing up at your right fingertips. Exhale, release, switching sides, bending at your right knee, and inhaling your left arm up. Again, gazing at your left fingertips, stacking your shoulders. Exhale, release. And now at this time, placing your hands either below or above your knees as you come into extended spine, pinching your shoulder blades back behind you, creating a flat back, making sure your weight is in your heels, that you're using your core to help you stay lifted. Exhale as you place your hands onto the mat, bending at your knees, and then finding your way to plank. In plank, creating a straight line with your body, making sure your wrists are in line with your shoulders. Really engaging your entire core. You should feel this in your abdominals. And now as you inhale, shifting your weight forward onto your toes, and exhale, slowly lowering down, brushing your elbows by your sides as you come into Chaturanga. Flattening out both feet, and then pushing up into Cobra, keeping soft bends in your elbows, stretching out your rectus abdominis here. Again, dropping your shoulders, keeping them relaxed. You can also come into Sphinx here, coming onto your forearms. And now at this time, curling both toes under as you come into Downward Dog, creating an inverted V with your body, choosing to take some alternating heel presses if you'd like. Working on bringing your chest closer in towards your knees, with your hips up in the air. Now walking both of your feet back up to meet your hands, passing through a forward fold. And inhale as you return to standing mountain. Walking your feet in together, and then stepping your right foot back behind your left as you squeeze your inner thighs, and then leaning off to the left side, coming into Atlas. You can also choose to bring your hands together, interlocking them, and pointing both of your pointer fingers up towards the ceiling. Feeling a stretch in your right side oblique. And now returning back to center. This time stepping your left foot back, squeezing your inner thighs together, and leaning off to the right. Noticing your breathing in through your nose and out your mouth. And inhale back to center, coming back to standing mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Now at this time, stepping your left foot back at a 45-degree angle, and then windmilling your arms up as you come into Warrior 2. In Warrior 2, gazing over your right fingertips, dropping your shoulders, making sure your right knee does not exceed your right toes. Also making sure there's a straight line from the heel of your right foot back to the arch of your left foot. In Warrior 2, you're internally rotating your left thigh and externally rotating your right thigh. So keep that in mind. Continuing to breathe. And now lowering your arms, Coming into a wide stance here with your feet wider than shoulder width apart. Inhaling your biceps up. And exhale, folds, coming into wide forward fold. Feeling a stretch in the back of your hamstrings. If you'd like here, choosing to bring your hands behind you, interlacing your fingers, and then pushing out as you come into a shoulder stretch, opening up through your pectorals. Going as deep as you'd like, listening to your body. Also keeping soft bends into your knees here. And now returning back to a wide forward fold if you're not already there. Walking your feet in together. Making sure they're about hip distance apart, maybe a little bit wider, pointing your toes to the corners of the room, and then bring your hands to heart center as you slowly sink down, bending at your knees, coming into garland pose. In garland pose, keeping your chest lifted here. Keep in mind you can be on your toes or on your heels. Opening up through your adductors or your inner thighs. Pressing your elbows in towards your knees to deepen the stretch. And now at this time, placing your hands onto the mat and lowering down as you come onto one side. Placing your right hand down onto your mat, and then lifting your left foot up towards your glute as you come into a quadricep stretch. Holding here for 2 more rounds of breath. And we'll be doing that same sequence on the other side, starting off with your warrior 2. Slowly letting go of your left foot. And once again, meeting me at the top of your mat. Inhale up. And exhale, folds, forward fold. This time stepping your right foot back at a 45-degree angle. And then windmilling your arms up once again into warrior 2. Gazing over your left fingertips. Really sinking deep into that front quadricep. Dropping your shoulders. Continuing to breathe. You can also bring your hands to heart center here if that's more comfortable. Choosing what's best for you. Holding here for 1 more round of breath. And now dropping your arms, straightening out your legs, coming back to that wide stance. Inhaling your biceps up. And exhale, folds. You can also choose to come into ragdoll here, grabbing onto your elbows and slowly rocking side to side. Now bringing your rocking to a stop if you're in ragdoll, placing your hands onto the mat and lowering down, this time onto your left side, placing your left hand down onto the mat, and inhaling your right foot in towards your glute, stretching out the opposite quadricep, taking deep breaths, releasing any tension in the body, taking this time for you. Exhale, release. Finding your way back to the top of the mat. Returning back to your standing mountain. And exhale, folds. Holding here. And now at this time, bending at your knees as you return to tabletop on your hands and knees. Curling your toes under into plank. And then slowly lowering down onto your mat, leading with your chest. And once you're here, we'll be getting ready for bow pose. So for bow pose, you have two options. For option 1, grabbing onto your ankles and lifting your chest, pinching your shoulder blades back behind you. This is option 1. Or for option 2, choosing to lift your legs. You can also choose to rock forward and back, holding here, creating a nice curve in your lower back, finding an option that works best for you. And now slowly lowering back down, lifting yourself up and sweeping your legs off to the side and out in front of you, coming to the top of your mat if you're using one, and now lowering down onto your back, extending your legs long, and on your next inhale, bringing both of your knees in towards your chest and lifting your chest up as you come into coconut, engaging your core, making sure your shoulder blades are up off the mat, and as you exhale, extending your legs long as well as your arms. You can choose to hover if you'd like, and then inhale back to coconut. Exhale, extend, and inhale, coconut, working on your core. Exhale, extend, inhale, coconut. Last one here. Extend, and knees in. And now lowering your chest and your shoulders, coming back down, lifting both of your feet up towards the ceiling, and reaching in between your legs as you come into happy baby pose, choosing to stay here, or rocking side to side. You can also grab onto your big toes, extending your legs long, and straightening your legs. Again, rocking side to side if you'd like. Feeling a stretch in your adductors. Getting ready for Savasana. You all did great today. Now bringing both of your knees back in towards your chest and slowly rocking side to side. Feeling a massage in your upper back and your internal organs. Placing your hands onto your knees, extending your arms long, continuing to rock side to side. Feeling a massage in your lower back and your upper glutes. And now placing your feet onto the mat, choosing to stay here if you'd like, or extending your legs long, placing your hands onto the ground, on your belly, or at your heart center, finding what works for you. As you slow down your breathing, closing your eyes, coming to Savasana, reflecting on your practice if you'd like, or allowing your mind to wander, and remaining here for about 5 to 10 minutes. Thank you so much for joining me for yoga today. Stay healthy and namaste.